live? Yes, I'm live. Excellent. Don't touch your mic, Frank. Oh, I'm having, where is that? Here? Can I fix it with more light? Whoops. Is that better? That's better. Excellent. Okay, I'm still setting up stuff because I was in an event like 15 minutes ago. So let me start. CB start, and today we work on NoteBookmark. So NoteBookmark. Cool. Does the drop works? Yes, the drop works. Excellent. Okay, so we have this. The sound is coming, right? I'm assuming the sound is coming. Cool. No, okay, I have my screen here. Can I go with it up? Oh, Frank, if you want your keyboard to work, you need to turn it on. Hey, Surly Dev, how are you? There it is. Boom. Okay. Now let's bring. Can I make? Cool. Let's bring that one. Oh, it's okay. Let's go with can I profile? I want the profile, so it's oh, and I want this profile. Voila. I have no idea. What just happened? Oh, it's weird. It's weird. Okay, so here let's make Twitch. I need to see Twitch, and of course I'm not signing in. Of course I'm not signing in.
Hi.
Hey, sir, how are you? That's going. Well, I was speaking at a conference like 15 minutes ago, so I'm setting up things here. Sorry. How are you today? How are you today? Let's chat while I'm putting stuff around. I need this here. It's the Agent AI conference. It's an online conference. And I was the first speaker this morning. Okay, cool. So now I have. Okay, let's go with this. Let's go. Excellent. So now I have the chat. Oh, nice. How did it go? It was nice. It was nice. I'm happy about it. It was like a 30-minute session, and I had a lot of stuff to share. But it was good. I'm happy. I demoed the new. Did I share on the stream the event? Event Finder. It's kind of like a remake of the Restaurant Finder. Who wasn't working that well because of it's weird, but Event Finder works very well. It's fast and it's very useful. I think I spoke about it, but yeah, so I was demoing that. Okay, so I have the chat. Let's try. Yeah, the chat is here. I'm vibe coding. I create with Copilot an F# parser, the awesome developer stream GitHub repo list. Oh, that's cool. Awesome. Awesome. I start working on a TUI in Go yesterday and had a lot of fun. And I know I said that last week and I didn't. I told everybody that I was like, yeah, maybe I will stream again later today. And I didn't do it. I felt shy. But maybe today I will. Oh, did you see like my new t-shirt? Rekka. They sent me this. I was happy. I think it looks good. And it's Under Armour, so it's a good fabric. Oh, that's cool. I think as a developer, vibe coding is very interesting. Like, I think it's dangerous if you have no idea how to code, even if it's not in your language. Like I'm coding right now in Go. It's my first experience with Go. And like right now, I'm kind of like doing it, asking question, but after that, I will go deep into the code, ask like, okay, explain this, explain that, because, and like tweak it and change it. But right now, I just like want a rough thing so I could, you know, learn. And I'm doing like, you know, lazy get, lazy Docker or lazy get. You know those apps? Oh no, I don't want to do this. I want to do this here. So let's share the screen. Voila. So if I do this, I think. So this is lazy Docker, right? It's an interface, but it type in the console, but then you could click on it and it will work and stuff like that. So I'm doing this, but for AI vision. So like when you join, you have like the list of all your video. You could say, hey, I ask question about the video. So even without like, you know, just in text. And I'm thinking that could be interesting. And you could like send job then. And I want to do that for photo also. But like, and I'm doing it in Go because this is done in Go. So I thought that would be interesting. And like you have at the bottom of the screen, you have like the navigation. So like you could totally like navigate using your keyboard, or you can navigate and going here. Oh, that's sad though. It's not clickable. It's in GitHub. It's an open source project. So I saw it was done in Go. So I was like, okay, I want to do it like this. So let's start with that. Initially, I thought I could do it in .NET using, what it's called again? Spec console? I think it's Spectre console. You got Sidetrack Copilot? SpecFlow? No, not SpecFlow. I think it's Spectre, or like it's the console stuff. I think my accent is causing a problem here. I think it's Spectre console. This is tiny. This. How do you spectre? I don't know how to say that in English. With like, for me it's spectre. It means like a ghost. And like you could do it to build like nice UI and stuff like that. And I thought it would be fun to learn Go. Like one of my ex-coworker was like, Frank, you should do Go and have fun and do that. And I was like, well, no, I should focus on .NET. But yesterday I was like, what if I try something different? I had such a good time, like not learning because I did stuff in Python before, but like building something that wasn't like a Raspberry Pi project using Python. And I thought, oh, you know, let's see if I like Go. And I think having different language, even if I'm not an expert in it, I'm not even an expert in C#. I you know, have a lot of experience in C#, but anyway, so Yeah, so in Go, I think it used bubble tea. Yeah, bubble tea. So you could like it's an interesting stuff. So you could have like a nice UI and things like that. I don't like my new setting with like there's a lot of bleeding. I need to redo the thing. But spec flow looks super interesting also. Are you using that? The spec flow? That's cool though. I think it was on .NET Rock podcast that I learned about that. I think. That's cool because you give spec and then the agent will stay in that spec because sometime, and I was reading an article that was also going in that direction, sometime AI Copilot feel like it's a very eager junior to help. So it's doesn't know a lot of things. It will do a lot of mistake, but they just want to do stuff. So you're asking, hey, can you do me this? And then it's like, okay. And then, but I also did that and did this and did that. So like with spec flow, look like you will be able to just say, hey, work on this. This is like the library I want you to use and blah, blah, blah. And it will just like focus on that. So that's cool. Is it what you use for your awesome F# thing? The grumpy dev use a Spectre? Oh yeah. I saw his stream a few times, but I forgot why he was. It was, I think, yeah, he was not coding when I saw it. Sometimes I like watching, like these days I like to play games a little while, once in a while. My wife was like, yesterday was like, are you falling back are you a kid again, like just like playing video games? And I was like, come on, like it's a fun, like at evening I can, I'm playing Arc Riders. Do you know that game? Oh, it's fun. But the thing is, I cannot stop. So sometimes it's like, hey, do you want to watch this show? And I'm not responding. I'm just like in the game and cannot pause because it's like online and it's player versus environment. So like it's kind of like, give me 10 minutes. And I'm trying to like get out of there. And she's like, why are you playing games? I'm like, it's fun. It's really fun. Anyway, at some time I like to watch people code and put that on the side and stuff like that. I watch this week. I watch Mark Code Rush, I think, this week, and I think a little bit of Stony Eagle also. I even said hello to Stony and Chris also. Yeah, Chris one night, but not long. Like the time I was wrapping up my day kind of thing. I know you watch a lot of streams. Yeah, once at some point you should share me the list of your top 5 or something like that. And I won't don't put me there if I'm in your top 5, but like on Discord or something. Yeah, I think Go is, any languages are good, and Go apparently is very easy to catch up. Yeah, like I said, for me it was like, oh, I want to work something like terminal. I was like, yeah, that would be fun to like not do like a web project, just to do something different. Get different problem issues and stuff like that. I definitely, well, like today we'll be working in Blazor and everything, so I'm definitely not leaving the C# and all those things, but yeah. So I'm still rocking even though it's a little bit weird. Let's try to fix it. Not sure why it does that. Okay, that's better. Cool. Okay, because I have two screen. Okay, that's why it does that. Okay, interesting. I found out also, so I'm not sure if there's transparency here, but like I think the transparency was more visible when I was on using Meld instead of OBS. Today I'm streaming with OBS, but I found out that I could do this. I'm not sure if it changed something in your screen, but I can turn off like the transparency. And also I could do this to remove the border. Before I was just doing this, but then in the web browser I was losing my tab and stuff like that, because that's kind of like F11. But this, you just go and kind of like remove the border of Hyprland. I was like, oh, that's a good move, I like that. But yeah, still rocking my home Archie laptop. I had to reinstall it because I screwed up my kernels, but the nice thing is it goes super fast to install a bunch of stuff. And I was trying to have some dot file, so let me share that since we are in the show and tell part of the stream. So I have my dot file here, and I was like, you know what, let's build a bunch of scripts to so I put all my extra binding in here. So I wanted to close the monitor or open the monitor, because I will work on my laptop, but like it's on the side, it's close, and then I want to leverage my two monitors, so that one is useless. So I say, you know what, like disable it. Like I had like shortcuts for my key password, Git Kraken. So right now if I do like Super Shift K, it open Git Kraken. Very convenient. I don't have to, because there's no bar, I don't have to search it in the list of app. So I thought that would be nice. So now I could just like send it to another, and I can make it bigger. Oops, voila. And we'll be working on this one. Oh, that's weird. So it was, okay. What? Oh, so one is this. It's a little bit weird. Right now, I set, you know, like when I set up my screens, if I search and go again here in the Hyprland, so I put my monitor one under the other one because it is exactly that. I have my laptop here with the chat, so I could tap in the chat. Whoop. And this is the screen you see is in front of me, so we're seeing the same thing. So when I do that, the workspace are acting a little bit weird, but I think it's expecting to have the screen side to side. So like 1 and 2 is kind of like that left monitor and that, you know, right monitor, and then like when you change, you're still in that one, so you need to kind of like go to and like swap and stuff like that. But right now, because they are one under the other one, it doesn't work that way. It's a little bit weird. But yeah, so I did that, and I have a script here. So I create a bunch of script to install Brave, Rider, this, Git Kraken, Yazi, Hypermon. And initially I had, and so after that I installed a bunch of stuff. And after that I saw Ghosty, I really like it, .NET, and Inspire. And initially I was installing .NET using the script.NET, but that's part of the problem I had before. So I was like, you know what, while I have nothing, let's mess up with like my computer, just like, so I could just reinstall it. The install of Omarchi is like 2 minutes, so it's super fast. I think it was three minutes, like 13 seconds or something like that. But when I'm doing it manually, it doesn't work as I was expecting. If I open a terminal and make it a little bit bigger, and I do a .NET -- info. So right now I'm on version 1, and it's installed here. It's not the default .NET. Here, instead of local share, but like Mies, usually it's .NET. And that's why right now I have issue also with Rider. And so usually it's here, but now it's there. So I'm not sure if I need to change the route to say, hey, it's not there, it's over there. I don't know. But Mise is it for mise en table, so it's kind of a dressing the table, mise en table, mise en place. So it's like dressing stuff. So if we go back here and I look for
Bonjour. Hi.
Hey GT, how are you? I think that's the tool. Mise. Yeah, so it's a tool that you use to have multiple versions, and Omarchi is using that so you could have different things. I'm not used to use mise, like it's coming from mise en place, so that's French. So I will continue to say mise, but I know it's mise for you, I'm assuming, but it's mise en place, so it's mise. It's mise en place. Where is mise? So anyway, so it installed in a different place. So I need to understand a little bit, like where did it put things and how it works, so Rider could works, because I think right now my problem is that things are different, but maybe it create links or something like that. I don't know. Also, we'll have new emotes coming up, animated icons and new icons, or emote, whatever. And it will be the same artist who did all those. Maya. So very happy. I asked her if she could do more emote, and she was like, yeah. I was like, oh, very excited. It'll be fun. So looking for it. So right now we're kind of just like getting started to say, oh yeah, I would like to do this. I talk about, I show her some images of CB. And I say, you know what, like, could you just like use that? So that would be cool. So if we have like CB doing thumbs up, or like, I don't know. And I thought having something also where we could use it to drop, that would be fun. So yeah. So anyway, so I was saying about .NET, the script. Oh yeah, so I end up in .NET. I don't install .NET. To install .NET, I use the tool in Omarchi. So when you do like super alt space, you have this, and you could go with setup, and in setup you could go multiple things, and if you go, is it setup? Oh, it's install, and then you could go different stuff, and you could go development and install a language. So if I go and do .NET from there, it works perfectly. And if I try to do it with the script, it doesn't go that well. So I'm new to Arch. I'm way more used to the Debian Ubuntu environment. So I still have like work to do to learn, and I think it's exciting. So eventually I will know how to make .NET a first citizen in Omarchi, and obviously I will share about it. But yeah, so that right now in .NET, what I do in .NET, I think I just installed the tool because I'm on Linux. I installed the Linux Dev certificate tool, because if you just do like a .NET certificate, it doesn't work well on Linux. Maybe with the new release this week it does. Anyway, I'm not .NET 10 yet. Before I was doing that, and it didn't work great, so now I'm installing it manually. So I should have a note though to install it before running those scripts. Anyway, I digress. I get sidetracked. So I'm assuming GT, you watch also a little bit of .NET Conf this week, did you? And Surly, you said it was nice. What did you watch? What did you like? Help me. There's so much content. I think I watch part of stuff. I had like so much stuff to do this week, so I tried to have it on the side, but then I was not paying attention, so I was like, well, no. And then I tried to watch it while I was lunching, but then like 10-15 minutes, so like I watched part of Scott Hanselman. I think it was a keynote. I'm not sure, because I thought it was the keynote, but it was in the studio. But then I saw someone else saying that when he did the keynote, he was in his room and at home. So I was like, that's not the part that I saw, and I thought it was the keynote. I watched, after that, I was about to watch, I think I checked some Dan Rust video a little bit about Blazor, because we do a lot of Blazor. But again, like it was like 15 minutes top, so I need to watch it. This morning I was reading blog posts. I'm not done going through. Okay, cool. So you like it? Oh, I'm very okay. Cool. I know the local user group will be doing like a recap of the .NET Conf, so I'm looking forward to it. But I'm doing part of it, like focusing on Blazor, and I think Blazor and Aspire. That will be the one I'm doing. So I'm glad you are interested in Aspire. Aspire is awesome, honestly. I love, like, initially when Aspire came out, I was like, it looked cool, but why would I use it? And now it's like, can I use Aspire? How can I plug Aspire in there? Even for my but like I am a C# developer at heart, so like, but even in like different projects, it's like, oh, I could use Aspire there to orchestrate everything. Yeah. So like if you have multiple stuff, or like, like if you have a database or something like that. So like, like in the real environment, you have like a database somewhere, but like now on your machine, you don't want to install a database and something like that. So you could just go have an Aspire project and say, hey, start this and use a database. So we'll just like spawn a database, so you don't even have to pipe that, just like a few lines of code and a few like 4 lines of code in a C# file, and you have a database work with your project. Oh yeah. I don't think you need to use containers because like this project, that NoteBookmark, is not in a container, but it's using like the app itself. And we're going back to, by the way, let's go drop first and change, go in the corner. Oh yeah, I don't have my dog. I'm not taking care of doggy today, so I can remove her camera. Or is it that one? Toop. And I'm guessing here. Oh, I landed. Yeah, I landed. Did you? Straight down from the mist. Did I? I didn't check it. Oh, cool. Well, I landed. And we'll have to change the look because here it's definitely winter. It's -2 today, so 28 Fahrenheit. And it's been snowing all week. At some point we had like, I don't know. Is that 4 inches? No, 4 inches is more this, so 6, 7. 6, 7. I didn't do it on purpose, I promise. Oh my god. Yeah, no, here we had like like all week it was kind of like going up and below freezing level. So like it was snowing and then raining a little bit and then snowing, and so yeah. So yeah, so my project is not in container. I'm planning to have it deploy in a container to like drop it in anywhere I want, but it doesn't need to be in a container. And right now I have my API. I have a few projects, right? I have a few projects. Well, if we look into the app host, not the test, where is it? App host. So I will have to when I update, I will have to like check if I can remove this. But yeah, so right now I am planning to use Docker container, but it doesn't need to. I'm using storage. So one thing I like also is like when I'm running locally, it will just use Azurite. So create Azurite container, so like I don't have to go online. So that's cool. Yeah. Does it blend? Let's try to do F5, just see where we are. I'm on main, so it's definitely not what we were working on. I just want to see if I don't think I test this project since I reinstall. Cool, look like it's working. Great. Where were GT? Just about Blazor. Just beside about Blazor. Hello, my friend. How are you? No, here. Hello. Hello, my friend. How are you? You missed the target. You missed the target, sir. need to understand the thing. Okay, so here we are, boom, like this. And if I go here, okay, 2 is the good one. So what are we working on? I think we're working on what? I thought we were adding AI. It's not even a work item? Stream planning. What is stream planning? I think optional field. Oh yeah, because that was just like a project thing, right? Yeah. Oh, so we did, yeah. So we did totally build that. Okay, the app I was demoing today in the I had like a conference this morning. Stop mocking me. Well, you just have to lend, sir. Stop losing my time and lending everywhere on the screen. Just like drop on the target. It's not that difficult. Let me show you. You need to do everything by yourself here. Let me put something fun. Oh, like this. It looks so friendly. Can you imagine if I land? No. See, I do the same as you. So, what? So, more deployment option, import storage explorer when click, no. What? We are not working on a, yeah, we're working on that. So why it's done? It's not done. Is it done? I don't think it's done. That's the branch. Yeah. Oh, maybe. Okay, well, it's not done. So let's open this. And I will just go back here, and this is not done. Reopen the issue. We're working on that, man. Yeah, we're working on that. In progress. I think it's, I was trying to, yeah, I guess it's all my merging stuff. So at the end of Oktoberfest, I was trying to, there was open PR and stuff. So I tried to close them and move them to VNext. And I guess at some point I thought bringing VNext back to this branch. And maybe that's when it closed the issue, I guess. Wait, what? Okay. And one of the thing, oh yeah, that's one of the thing I did is, oh, it's not there. Oof. Oh. One of the thing I had to do was moving the code into source folder. And I guess it didn't work well. Okay, well, let's examine. Oh my God. Let's examine if the code here has everything we need. So we have choices. I don't know what did we work before. If I go here, enable power search. Okay, so, oh yeah, we were putting placeholder for search suggestion and stuff like that. So let's have a look if we have this into here. So under source, if I go to my Blazor app, if I go to component page, and I'm guessing it will be, oh no, I think it was, we have suggestion lists, at least that did follow. We have search, so I'm guessing in posts. Where was it? What? So that page is the search component and search service. So the search component, we have it here. Really? Yep. Are we taking a chance and like, okay, let's, oh man, what can I do? Let's go here, let's do this. And let's have a look. If I know NoteBookmark, I have all those, they shouldn't be here. So why they didn't go away? Am I in the good branch? Yeah, I'm in the, I checked out the good branch. So why when I'm looking here, I still have all those? They should be all here. Why have duplicate? When I did the git, what did I do wrong? I'm guessing it's like in the merge, I forgot to delete those. So now I have two solution projects. I have no idea which one is the good one. So if I go this to this and delete, now I should have a look to those two files, the solution I think this is the new one and this is the old one. Or maybe no, SRC is probably SRC is probably the new one. So refresh. Cool. Why don't you show me? So this. Oh, SRC is not the good one. If I go this one. Cool. So I could remove this one too. Excellent. Delete. Delete. Why have... Oh yeah. I think this is a bad name. I should be calling that assets. Okay. So what was your GT? So I'm assuming Aspire. Oh yeah, one thing I did check also was Jeremy Lickness about AI and security. I think .NET AI, that was cool. And the end of the talk of Bruno also. But so GT, like, what did you watch? The session, do you remember? Any, like, Frank, you must watch those. Because I need to catch up. Insane, Sorry Dev. You said it was excellent, and then you lurk, and you know you're not even participating to the stream. How do you do, my man? What's your suggestions? What should I watch from .NET Conf? I cannot watch everything. I mean, I need to start somewhere. Okay. So we did clean up this. So let's close the solution. I'm not sure if I need the AI toolkit. CosmoDB. No, I don't think I need them. Let's restart those extension. All of it? No, I can't. I need to focus. It depends on your focus. Yeah. Settings. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I think I will focus. I will start with the sorry, a focus on Aspire and Blazor, because I think that's what I need to talk in the user group coming up on 20 something. So I'm guessing not next week, the week after. Tuesday. Usually we meet on the Tuesday in the meetups, local meetups. So I'm guessing. Let me check my my calendar. I think it's on the 25th. Yeah. So I still have next week to catch up. Well, like there's stuff I like, you know, like it's open source, so there's stuff that was in preview and share and things, but it's been a little while that I'm not at Microsoft anymore, so I was not in the secrets anymore. I didn't work with all of those guys to prepare some demos and things. Honestly, like the past event, was it like Aspire and .NET Conf and build, it's been chill. That's one thing. Like, it was less stressful than it used to be. I had the whole stream running while I was working, so it was sort of me watching while almost getting doing all the thing, but never mentioned that Microsoft folks aren't paying for more than the simplest free level. I'm not sure I understand fully what you mean, GT. Is it because they are showing like super expensive stuff and they don't talk about the money? Or like they're just showing using free tier? Like, what do you mean? Yeah, they build the MCP server, Surly, that focus on learn, and you can ask question. Or one thing you can do is install where is it? Where is it? Check-in doc. Check-in doc MCP. You could do that. You could do that, Surly Dev. So I would go to that repo, copy paste this JSON, because it will keep your connection string encrypted instead of like if you add the MCP server, and it's running in a Docker container, so you don't have to install anything on your computer. And you whitelist, you allow list domain, so you could say learn.microsoft.com, and then like whatever, like you were saying, we're having fun earlier with the Go. So you find the website for Go documentation, you put that, or maybe like it's a blog or something like that you like, and you put the documentation, and then when you check in doc, it will run for free, not using your Copilot credits. That's a cool project. You could do whatever you want. If you want Reddit, you could put Reddit. Or if you want to block Reddit, well, like if you're allowed a domain, then, you know, I'll only check in the allow domain. So you could have multiple domain if you want. And you could change it as much as you want. That's pretty cool. We did that. We worked, and it's powered by Rekka. Powered by Rekka. Yeah, have a look. That's cool. That's a cool MCP server. I thought it was a pretty cool project to do. I know, like, you could have like a train your model on that, but that's just good for like people who have a lot of money training a model. And then, like, if, for example, right now everything changed, so like the doc is like, that's cool. Oh yeah, just digital friends landed. So the thing with like a trained model is like it's only good with the when it was trained. So if, for example, this week so much learn page changed that a learn model is not up to date yet, but this MCP server will always get the truth as it is today, because it's really going online and searching for you. So it also hallucinate way less. There's less, though. Like, I did like some research with the people who work for the search and the learn tool for the Copilot. It's one of the most used tool, and they are working super hard. Also, they are doing a great job for reducing hallucination. That's a cool emote. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to see what Maya will draw. Maya is the artist who did like all the Instafluff arts. So it'll be cool to have him coming from the same artist. And I love what she, like, I love her style. Okay, so let's go back to this. So we had an error and I didn't read the error, I just click on it. But apparently we need to open setting.json and delete this. So the code is here. What was the error though? I don't have that file. Was it saying I'm missing that file? Like, no, there's no more. Grand GitHub, Azure. No, I don't need right now. What's that file for? Oh, I think. Is it a new thing? Lurking, all good. All good, all good. Oh, and I ask emote for lurking. So surely Dev, you'll be able to do this. Oh, I won't say bad thing on you. Don't worry. Don't worry. I won't say bad thing on you. I'm always nice. Am I? I think I am. Oh, did I? You know what? Like, can I just do like one more? No, like you could go through there, but just like it make me think at something. I wanna share a thing here because I did publish a new YouTube video this week, and it didn't get a lot of traction. So I'm not sure if it's because the thumbnail was bad, the video is bad, or everybody was watching that NET Conf. But if you can give some love to that video with only 40 views, though it was Python, so maybe that's why. So I will go do this because it's a cool app that watch a video and then make a roast of it. I think it's a fun tool and it's in Python. So I will add this to the chat. So share it please online so we get a little bit more traction because that was cool. We used that in Call Hack in San Francisco and they loved it. So please share it online if you can. I'll be very appreciated. I was rocking my new hoodie. I like it so much, that hoodie, that I order another one in a different color. Okay, open setting.json. So I'm guessing I don't have a setting.json. In VS Code? Oh, maybe I didn't check in the VS Code folder. I don't have a VS Code folder. What? I don't have a VS Code folder. Why don't I have a VS Code folder? One thing also, I thought I was using the okay. Okay, open solution. Cool. Terminal, close the terminal, clear. So now I don't, yes, I have the solution. Yeah, because I don't wanna go to the source to do like a .NET build. So that's why I put the solution in there. So I could do .NET build. Let's see if it build a new solution. And one thing I want to do is use a global file also. Instead of having all the version in like each project, I want to put like a global thing. I'm doing that. I think it's in 2D6. I forgot in which app I'm doing that. Okay, cool. Everything was built. Right, if I click on see like the version are all here. I would like to have something like a global file instead. I use that in one of my projects and I really enjoyed that. So like, I think it's easier that way. Okay, so now if we go here, see that's okay. So I don't understand. So maybe if like we have a GitHub a Git expert, I'm not sure I understand. So I guess when I did pull, I just did a fast forward instead of like a rebase. Like when I do a checkout, why did it not delete all the other file? So now I only have this. Okay, let's code. Let's code. Okay, so we're here. We don't need that thing anymore. So now we can go in Blazor and in component. I think we were working in the AI service. You know what, let's run it. No, I don't want this. I want to go back here and I want F5. Let's see. Oh, maybe I will have to set up the key again. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure why we don't have the task here. I do? Okay. So if we go in post, oh no, that's search. So we have our search, allow domain, comma separated, block domain, comma separated, and we'll have the suggestions. Okay, so cool. Let's keep that. Okay, so I said the search page and the suggestion link component are done. We added this research service with a placeholder for search suggestion async. We need to add the domain restriction and the format. Oh yeah, it's true because, okay, so that's, okay. So we need to search. I think we'll have to save the domain somewhere. So I guess like we'll be working on settings pretty sure. So one thing we could do is right now we won't save it. Trying to make sense, so we could just have to type it. So you know, you do your search, it gets suggestion, we push that, and then we say, hey, let's work, because one of the things we had in the issue was making the prompt part of the settings here. So I think the prompt, the domain, and like a few things should be in the settings. So like I think we could create a work item, and like those will be, you know, working on settings will be a thing. So now we need to do this. If I do this, it should be exclude. It's one or the other. Also, I guess it could be ignore. Okay, let's go back into the code. Let's pause this. So we have our search suggestions, the topic, the allow domain, the block domain. Excellent. It's already a list. Oh, really? We already did that? We were that. Well, you know, if it compiled, I'm guessing it is. Okay, so provide a concise research summary on the topic. Okay, that's cool. Model name, interesting, cool. User query, request payload, cool. Cool. So okay, excellent. So now what we have to do is, why is this still up? Voila. So now what we, all right, let's go. I'm here in the corner. Let's go back in your corner. Okay, so what we want here is be able to specify to use the domain, right? Now we'll complexify our query, but that's good. One thing I could do is, I did that recently in another demo. We'll copy paste some code. Let's go here. Hey, hello, hello. How are you from YouTube? Hey, Hilly Web. Welcome on the stream. What I'm making, so we're working on NoteBookmark. It's an open source project, and it's a tool that aggregates. So like, I don't like to read on screen. So when I find something interesting, I add it to a to read list, and at the same time I have something that send it to my kind of like e-reader, kind of like Kindle. And I read it there, and then we have like an app where I could like add a sentence or two, like thoughts, notes, fact, bookmark notes. So NoteBookmark, sorry. Let me share that into the chat. So it's GitHub, F Boucher, NoteBookmark. I just realized I don't have the chat here. So if I go YouTube. Yeah, it's this website, and it will take the notes of everything, and then I aggregate that. So every Monday, I share. Nope, it's true. It's a new computer. It doesn't know all my my URL. Every Monday, I share my reading notes. So something like this. So it generates that. So from all the article you read, it will take that and generate a blog post, right? So like with categories and stuff like that, it will also generate the introduction. So it reads kind of like your notes and make an introduction. And now what we're working on is instead of like having to look by yourself to find good post to read, or stay up to date, since we are in tech, we like to do that. Then what I do is I use AI to find good blog posts and make suggestions, and then we'll just add it to the stack to read. So that would be fun. I'm not using it to summarize the article. I want to read. So I like to read, I want to read, I want to learn. So that part, I'm keeping it for me. If you want to summarize a blog post, you could. I guess we'll do it to decide if the post is good or not. But the way I see it is those are my thoughts about this article. Interesting usage of the properties and customized with the dashboard. I love it. And I do that because with time I realized that when someone was asking me a question, I forgot. I was like, oh, yeah, I read a blog post, but so I started that habit, I think it was 2008. And I keep doing it. So you can see like it's been 673 weeks I've been doing that. So I've been doing that a little while. I did like my first version, I think was in like initially I was even like having it on a USB stick. Like it was a static wiki, and I was doing that. And I did it, I was not speaking English back then. And trying to write in English. So like the first reading notes are like super short because it was so hard to like write that. And then I wrote, the first tool was in Ruby, and after that I did it in Azure with a lot of like automation stuff. It was great, but then like it was hard to change things. So after that, like I did a mix. So right now there's part of it that is in Azure, part of it is a little bit more code. At some point it was a lot less code, so I thought it was cool, but then I was like, well, like, if I want to change stuff, I cannot change it until like they change it, and I want to go faster. So I brought back some code in it, and now this version there's a lot of containerization, so you could run it locally, you could run it in Azure, you could do whatever you want. Hey, Shoria, hello. I come so far. Well, I have a lot of fun. Like I use it, right? I think it's important for like a developer to keep reading, or like someone in tech. So I do that. Event Finder. Yeah, so the way it works is, for example, those are the posts I have to read, like that I thought was interesting so far this week. So once I read something, I could just like click here, specify the category, add a comment, add tags, and save it, and then it will go and it generate here. It will generate, like that's the template for the blog post. So next Monday, those with like cake. I read this article this morning. Get ready, I read this article Monday. So all that will be in my reading notes, and you can see like it generates markdowns. It will then also, I do HTML because in my blog it doesn't support markdown. It's old that way. I should change it, but then it's working. So I use also this. You could see also all the previous reading notes that are available. You could edit them, or you could just like go and navigate to it. Yeah, so I use that to aggregate. I used to do everything on my Kindle, taking notes on a Kindle, because you could do that. And then I was like, it on Kindle, Kindle, it's saved on a file called clipping. So I was parsing that. I created a parser. I was parsing that and like reading all that and stuff like that. But I'm not on a Kindle anymore. So I'm using still Kindle app, but I'm not on a Kindle. So I don't have that file anymore because it's only on Kindle devices, not on the app. So I was like, well, I need a place to save my notes. So I say, you know what, let's build one. So that's why I build one. So at some point in this project, what I also want is be able to download a version, and also like I have a different tool that strip all the ads or whatever and just like keep the article. That's done in like a Logic app and an Azure function. This one is just like pure web, but at some point what I want is having this be able to download a version so you could go offline. So if you're in the plane, or if you're like, I don't know, like vacation and like there's no Wi-Fi or there's no data connectivity and you still want to read your stuff, you will be able to do that. And I think that will be pretty cool because we'll have to manage like downloading file, cleaning those files, having some kind of database, and having some synchronization to do with the database. I think that will be a lot of cool challenge to have. So looking forward to be at that part. But when I start working at Reka with AI, I thought like we have to add some AI, and I had ideas already like search the web for me. And right now we're working on a version that like you need to click on a button and say, okay, search for me now. So you could totally like Google it. But as soon as I have this set up, what I will do is like, okay, let's run on a task. So it's running every day, or like whatever you want on a schedule. And then it's adding suggestion to your stack. So when you open the app, you already have kind of like, this is the post that you told me could be interesting you. So like the topic, let's say you say, oh, I want to be aware of AI. I want to be about C#, and you know what, like I start doing Go yesterday for fun. I did Python last week. So maybe I want those 3 languages and AI. So those are the topic that I'm interested, and go there. And like at some point, maybe you discover, you know what, like I don't like what's coming from that website. So you could block that website. So recommendation won't come anymore from that website. Or maybe you say, you know what, I only want stuff that are from this series of blogs. Those are the blogs that I'm following, just reading those. So you could do that with our tool that we're working on right now. So with like allow domain or block domain, you could do that. So now you will have, so every time you open the app, you have the suggestion. You could just like dismiss them or add them to your list to read. And this way, you know, just kind of like saving the time to look. You could still add manually stuff if you want, but you know, now you have recommendations. So yeah, you have your personal researcher that take care of you and say, sir, here the suggestion list of interesting posts this week. And just like, oh, thank you. Take it and bring me a coffee. I won't do it yet. My experience, like using Reka Research was pretty cool. Very happy about it. I was initially, when I did start using it in C#, I was like, since the model, the API is supporting OpenAI suggestions, I thought like that would be super cool. Hey, McNet, hello, hello. As you can see, I'm running Omarchi. I need to extend this screensaver. It goes super fast on my stuff. Yeah, so when I did start playing with that, it was supporting the format of OpenAI. So it was like, that would be cool. But then the SDK from OpenAI doesn't support web research yet. And I think they won't, like they say they won't support it, but I feel like eventually they will change their mind because their model, the latest model, forgot which one. Is it GPT? I forgot. There's one of the biggest model who do that. So I'm guessing at some point they will have. And if we go back then to .NET, if we come back to .NET, since we're doing .NET now, using Agent Framework, though Agent Framework is very young, it's not supported yet. Though maybe this week it changed because there was a lot of release from Microsoft. I didn't check, but the web research was not yet available. GPT-5, cool. I wasn't sure if it was 4 or 5. Since I'm not using GPT for that, I'm using Reka. Oh, am I landing? Yes. 38. So awesome. Sorry, Dev. I know you're listening. I just land with 38. So it's my best score today. I'm leading because GT cannot land today. I think he even left. Okay. I saw. Oh, you're back? Cool. Okay, so let's go back here to the code. So thank you for joining from YouTube. So I was talking with Sean Ria and Hey Ellie Webb. They are on YouTube watching us. So hello from YouTube. Happy to have you. I'm also streaming on Twitch. That's why I'm saying that. If you're watching on YouTube, now you know I'm streaming both platforms. Oh my God. Okay. Yes, so I was on here because I was looking for a code snippet in Event Finder that I did. If I go into the, not the domain, the service, voila, because I did that. So the web research, I did this. And after that, I do this. Cool. That's what I want to do. So web research, I will create an object and I will add it after. So here, oh, it's not even there. Okay, cool. So we need to define it. And if you, maybe you can try it from YouTube. I don't think we ever try it, so I'm not sure it will work. But if you do exclamation point drop, does it make you drop? That's why like people are playing the drop game. It's just like, it's pure random. But I'm not sure how Sorry Dev is trying it. Thank you, Sorry. Yeah. I don't think I'm bringing those. So I will have maybe to have a... Well, maybe yeah, like I think it would be cool if people on YouTube can play the game. So I'm guessing the code is a bit cloudy. Well, you know, you prefer rain? I can do that for you if you want. Is it better? Snow? I don't have that yet. But like CB is open source, so maybe you could do a PR, though it is in JavaScript, NET. But you know, feel free to do it. It'll be fun. But it's true that this team fall is a little bit, the clouds are a little bit more heavier. What's JavaScript? Well, you know, it's that thing. Let's put back the sun. Okay. Okay, so we need to create a new object. You know, why would I type when I have it here? So let's do this. Bring it here, right? Max use, by the way, is the amount of research you're allowed on the server side. So for example, if you're asking different details, like we did not yet define the format, the response format, but let's say we say, okay, we want the title, we want a summary, maybe we want the author, and maybe there's a lot of people that don't put the author on the same page. So like maybe the model will have to look and do different queries to find the author. So like the amount of research it can do, you specify it. So the bigger the number is, the more accurate and complete your response will be, but then it will take more time. Since right now we are working on like ask and then do, I think we'll keep it to 3. Maybe we'll go up to 4, but I think 3 is good enough now. But when we set it as a job, I think I will rank that up to, I don't know, 10 or something like that. And we could even add the parallel thinking, so it could do multiple. Well, no, we don't need parallel thinking, so we don't care. So we'll put just like max use this. In fact, max use should be part of the setting, because obviously the more stuff, the more research, the more resource you're using, the more token you're using too. So yeah. Okay, so we have this, and now let's go back. It was 2. So now what we want is this. Go back to 3. Voila. So cool. So if we have block domain, and they should be exclusive, but I'm wondering, do we want the business here to take care of that? Or should it be filter before? I think we should go allow domain and then do a else if. Right? So this way it's exclusive. It's like, I'm starting, if you have allow domain, then I'm using that. If you don't, let's check block domain. And if you don't, then like it's fine. We don't have anything. Yeah, I think I will do that. Yeah, so this way it's exclusive. It's better. And then going through this. So then we'll have to do this here. And we still need to create this line. No, 2. No, 3. And it was here like this. Cool. So now we need a function to create our format, suggestion format. So let's go here. Let's just do this here. Now we create that. Do you know how Jeffrey Fritz does it, StudyDev? Is it Charlie or is it like some kind of like other bot that brings the traffic? Because I know we can see people chatting from YouTube on Twitch. Oh yeah, sorry, like multi-threading in my head. So when people are chatting on YouTube, we can see it on Twitch with like YouTube, blah, blah, blah. It's, oh, it's the Restream. Yeah, I'm not using Restream. Well, you can subscribe on like, and now like there's a discount. It's true, I enabled that on YouTube, on Twitch. There's a discount if you want to subscribe, stuff like that. On YouTube, you could become Prime, I think. I forgot what it is. If I can get the stream to pay for the stream, then I will be using Restream. Restream is a tool that helps you to broadcast on multiple platforms. Right now, I'm doing it in OBS, and I have to configure it manually each time. And like, I don't have one chat. I have two. Oh, I think though. Let me check. I think I have one chat. Do I have one chat? Twitch chat? No. Or maybe it's the paid version. Yeah, I don't think I have it. I'm using an OBS extension, and I don't think I have the I'm using the 8-tone multi-stream extension of OBS. But so yeah, the thing is with Restream, it's pretty cool, but then you need to pay to have like a full HD. And since it's code, I think it's worth it, but then it costs money and I'm not making money. So if I can make a little bit of money, so I could pay that tool, then I will go and do that. If it's not confused, YouTube doesn't. So I'm not. So right now I'm using OBS and I'm broadcasting on Twitch and YouTube. So I'm just using them as like kind of like a. Let's think about it as like screens. So I'm like pushing them. The signal go to two direction. So when you go to Restream, you send your stuff to Restream, and then Restream could go on Twitter, Facebook, like all the platform you want. But it costs money. I think it allow you to do it, but then like in 720p for free. I did try that for a little while, and the beauty of it is you could have a bot, and then like it will centralize all the chat, just like StreamYard does that too. I could use StreamYard too, but StreamYard, to get like no watermark and stuff, you still need to pay. And this is my place. I don't make money with that, like I was saying. If I can have, I don't want to make money, but like if I can have enough money to pay the stream tool, like I think like Jeff is like doing it, and like there's Microsoft behind him, but like I think he's been doing it like way more intensively than me for a long time, and he get some money from the stream. He's giving a lot to I think it was like Women to Code. I forgot these days what is his cause, but like he's giving back a lot of it, if it's not all of it. But like anyway, he's having resources. I don't. So I'm just trying to, you know, it makes sense. If it costs you money, I don't mind paying a little bit. Like all that equipment here, nobody pay except me, but yeah. Okay, get response format. Let's create a function for that. I think we'll just create here. Let's go private. Perfect. Yeah, I think for a long time it was St. Jude and the kids also. I'm not sure these days what he's... Is it what you say, Cancer RIP Foundation? Or just this kind of... Well, yeah, like... Jeff streams like at some point he was streaming kind of close to every day or something like that. Like I'm trying to get at 2 streams a week. I feel Jeff's donation. Yes, I was talking about Jeff's donation. Oh yeah, it is. Like he's giving back the money. And even for a long time, I'm not sure if it's true still today, but I know for years, whatever it was getting, so like all the money he was getting from the stream, it was making Microsoft matching that, and then it was giving that to like the cause. What was it, like Women to Code or St. Jude for the kids and or whatever? It was doing that, and like Microsoft was matching his amount. So no, Jeff like is very serious as giving back. Don't even doubt about that. So here is what I had. Let's so here it will be a list event list, post list. And if you don't know about Jeffrey Fritz, is streaming very often online. Let me do that. Oh, maybe sorry, Dev, you could do a shout out for Twitch, but I'm assuming people on Twitch know him. So we'll just do this and do C. C#. And obviously I will do a bunch of typo. Did I type it correctly? Yeah. Yeah, C# Fritz. This guy, he's a part of Microsoft in the .NET team. He's awesome. Love his show. Thank you. Do you mind, like, if you still have the YouTube page pasted it there too? I know he's also, I think he, like these days is also streaming on, like, so like same name, you could find it also on YouTube. Okay, so post list, it's an object, it will be an array, and then we want not the name but the title, I guess. Whoops. I think the URL will be good. I think the author will be interesting, and then maybe a summary. And the last thing I think that could be cool is the publication date. But I think that would be maybe hard to. So congrats to Groversaurus. And I think this way. I think not sure the publication date is required. Let's try without publication date. I think, yeah, you can skip that, but like even author, like I cannot go without the title or summary because otherwise we'll just have the title and it's kind of like weird, but in URL. And here, instead of post list, I will just do posts. So here, in fact, it should be lowercase. Right? That's better. So now we could build that object. Yeah. So, or maybe it's post suggestions though. Yeah, I think it's not post, it's post suggestions. So, yeah. Oh, you also have start learning JavaScript. That's cool. Yale Web. Like, is it like vanilla JavaScript, or like, are you learning a specific framework, or like? I learned JavaScript like long time ago, and I kind of like revisited it more recently to build a CB, so our chatbot. This little fellow was built using Node, and then with one, like we did multiple stream with my buddy, and we built a game. Oh, what was it again? I think we rewrite it in .NET, and it was called commit to memory. But when we did it using, I forgot what it was. What framework did we use? Was it TypeScript? It was TypeScript. And what framework did we use? And it was, yeah, the memory game. It was a quiz. It was not like a memory game, but it was a quiz. And I was like, I did a typo because I'm the king of the typo. When we create the game, and we kept it. So CloudBot, this is CB. It's using Conf.js, super cool library done by Instafluff. And what was it called again? Triavia, I think. Was it? Yeah. Triavia was the. Oh yeah, Jérôme from Uno? Yes, it's snow all week. It's -2 today, so 28. Yeah, Uno, yeah. So yeah, we did that using TypeScript, and I forgot what was the other framework. So and it was with Jason Hen, the guy in the cloud, and we had a lot of fun building that. Oh, React, yes, React. So it was Node, React, and TypeScript. It was pretty cool. We had a lot of fun building that. Oh yeah, so cool. Like, have fun. Yesterday I start like, I'm not learning yet. I'm kind of like building and like asking questions to, so like it's kind of vibe coding. Like it is totally vibe coding right now. But then I like to have like some kind of like simple, and I will start digging more and like making it mine. I start building a TUI and Go yesterday for fun. But yeah, so at some point we had like a good amount of snow, but it was balancing all week. So just, you know, above freezing level or under. So like it's snow or rain, it's snow or rain. So right now this morning, it's more like, though it was -2, but it looked like everything is wet. So maybe it got warmer now that the sun, yeah, it's just higher than the freezing level. I started early today. I had an event earlier today. I was talking at 8 a.m. my time. So yeah, looking to the code now. Sorry, I'm jumping back to the work. I've been chatting a lot today. On my landing, and Surly Dev, you won't block me, and I will be having a good score. Oh my god, yeah! 93! Wonderful! Yay! Yay! What do you think? Is it worth learning it into that, like, JavaScript, you mean? Yeah, of course. No learning is useless. No learning is useless. It will always be good. There's no bad languages to learn. It's only good. You're learning the structure. Is it your first programmation language, or like is it like something else you're adding? I'm assuming if you're watching this stream, I'm assuming you're .NET developer and you're adding another language. But even if it's your first language, I think it's good to have, and like you're interested into coding or like technical stuff, I think having a programmation language, like a knowledge of that in your head, really helps. I started the stream talking with Surly Dev earlier, and it was vibe coding. I just said I was vibe coding. I think vibe coding is so much safer when you know how to develop in a language, even if you're not coding in a language you like. If you're vibe coding in a different language than you're an expert in, then you know, because like a loop is a loop, and like a if statement is a if statement and stuff like that. So like you have still some pattern and keys and stuff. So like you will be able to make better progress, and you will get triggered because some stuff will look weird. Like you won't be able to know why, but I feel like that's wrong. And then you can ask the AI to do that. So I think it's definitely useful to know how to code. And JavaScript, hell yeah, it's a good language. Any language in the top, let's say 10 is good. So like C#, JavaScript, Java, Go, Python. What the one I'm missing? C, C++, like if you go, or and Rust, that was the other one I was looking, but like C if you're going low level. But I think if you're learning C, like you already know, and Rust, same thing. I put those two in the same package. They're good, but they're way more close to the bare metal, I think. So like it's you need, you need those language. Like you're not like, oh, let's learn something. And after that, like VBNet, VB6. Well, I do know those two languages, VB6 and VBNet, Surly Dev. That tells you my stuff. But, and after that, I think you need some script. So would it be Ruby? Would it be PowerShell? Would it be Bash or something like that? It's very useful also because at some point you will have automation. And after that, keep your mind open. So like there's a lot of tools these days that are like codeless. So even if I really like and enjoy, that's why I'm doing this stream, right? I love coding. Even if I love coding, I use a lot of like codeless tools, meaning like the Azure Function, the Power Apps. There's one now that I really need to go and try a little bit more is the, how it's called again? N8N, I think. It's more on the open source side. There are so many tools. Like you just need to be open-minded and try those and use those. And like which language is the best to get started? Whatever like you hear and like in your circle people know and talk about. Or maybe like you're targeting a specific job and like I know some people that were like interested in a specific job and so they're using Python. Well, learn Python. Like, why would you learn like .NET if like the job you're targeting and like the company you're targeting is like all doing Python? Like, learn Python. And then like if it's all about .NET, then learn .NET. Like if you don't know, just like pick one and like that will be good. And like even if you change after, then like you have that background where you could just like, oh, that's interesting. It's a different screensaver depending on like which machine it's like which screen is running. N88, yeah, N8N. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so good thing you're learning code. I think it's good. So I think now we have this. Oh yeah, we need to create that object, the post suggestion. So oh, I feel like let's be lazy a little bit and have some fun. I'm learning for website development. I have learned HTML and CSS. Now I'm learning JavaScript. Oh, like that's good. I did start by that too, long time ago. That's good. And 3GS, I don't know that framework, but I'm sure it's good for animation. Great. Good idea. And you use NA, cool, wonderful. So you have plenty of tools at your belt. You could do so many different things. Come on, why are you so slow? It's just like simple class, you don't have to think. We're topping time and like I'm getting tired though and I need to sit. I've been standing up for a long time. No, like I won't. Yes. Well, yeah, no. How is it with the N8N? Why do you want to do that? Oh, because you want it. Okay. It's always weird when like it opens stuff, and I always forget that it doesn't have the context necessarily. Okay, so we did create this. It's why it's called events. Did I keep events somewhere here? Oh, events. Let's go with suggestions. Yeah, I feel like it's redundant, but like that's the logic, right? So here it will be suggestions with a capital S. And here we have title, author. That could be null. Oh, that's cool. It can you like, you know, like because I said like author was not required and publication date wasn't required, they're allowing null. That's cool. Yeah, you keep this. Post suggestions, we already have that. That's post suggestions, okay. Oh, okay, well, it didn't delete it. Yeah, delete that. Cool. Cool. We are getting closer. The thing we'll have to do now is when we get the answer, I need to make it. This is annoying. I want this thing to. Is it because of because I zoom too much? So now we'll have to, when we get the answer, we'll have to parse it back into the object and returning. But that was a good progress, I think, today. So we can save that. Let's go here and look at what we have right now. So we have this thing, and now this. We added some logic here. So yeah, we did that. So we still need to, when we get the answer back, so let's do this and use AI. So this is GitKraken, by the way. I love GitKraken. It's a great tool to help you with Git if you're unfamiliar with Git and like struggling with, like me, often I wasn't sure. And when I start collaborating with open source, one thing you could go is do exclamation point referrals, or go at c5m.ca/GitKraken. And you could have 50% discount, 30% discount. You have like a good discount on this. And if you're a student, you could have it for free. It's part of the GitHub package for student. I really love it. and it's very useful. So now I just want to add some note here. So so if we refresh that, we should see NoteBookmark. Did I not push it? Push. Not sure why I don't see it here. Anyway, so the domain logic is now implemented. And format set. We need to deserialize. Is it serialized or deserialized? It's deserialized, right? And of course, it was. Voila, deserialize it, format set, voila. Great. Comments, excellent. Oh, maybe I clicked the close, issue comment and close, that's why it's there. Okay, that's good. So now let's have a look to today's score. So today we worked on, so this is what will be published on Behind My Cloud, the website. And all the show notes are always published there. So today we work on NoteBookmark, and the game result is GT for a long time. Didn't make any points, unfortunately, but it happens. And I think I'm the only human who, oh no, McNet landed too, excellent, 24. And yeah, I'm leading today with 93. You know, that's also possible. It can happen, right? It can happen. Lovely. So yeah, so Behind My Cloud. So all the show notes are always published on behindmycloud.com. So you can see, like, it's all archived on YouTube, but like you have the show notes available here with the score and everything. Everything is kept, and like the notes when I'm sharing stuff, things like that. Last week, Marcus Voice Coder was sharing with us like a cool project that he did. For like sharing, like when you do a bike ride and you want to share like where are the coffee shop and things like that. That was pretty cool. I still need to download it and try it locally. But hey, that was a fun stream. Very happy for the stream today. I think we did progress a little bit. I think we're all going in the good direction. At least we didn't have any technical bug. It's been 2 streams where I was having issue with like the video card and the mic and a bunch of stuff, and or the laptop. So everything was working fine today. Let's touch some wood. Should I do this? It was fun. Thank you for all of you who joined. Thank you for the YouTube who joined us. Very happy to have you here. We'll try to find a way so you could interact and play the game if you're interested. And like see maybe the comment, the chat also from Twitch. Try to have like a bi-directional chat. Maybe I should go and go do a restream. Yeah, so earlier in the stream I was saying I may stream later today, but I'm not sure I will because I think I have some catch up, so I'll probably code and have some .NET Conf video going on, because I want to know everything that came out this week. If I'm not watching, maybe I will stream again. Otherwise, I will wish you all a great weekend, and I will see you Wednesday for my stream that will be later during the day. So see you then. Bye everybody, have a good week, and thank you again for being here today. It was very appreciated.